Namaste children, welcome back. Reproduction in animals. We completed this lesson, but few topics which are in do you know boxes I am going to deal because these are new topics for you. You can't understand by just reading the textbook. Okay, now page number 254. One topic is there, that is parthenogenesis. Parthenogenesis, I am going to share a video of honeybees. So go through that and you will understand in a better way. But what do you mean by parthenogenesis? Without fertilization, if the young one is formed, it's called parthenogenesis. If you go through the video, you will understand in a better way, right? Next, even parthenogenesis can be seen in plants also, like what do you call guava and pomegranate. So the pomegranate seeds, you can swallow it, you can chew and swallow. And pomegranate seed, if you sow it, you will not get a new plant. That is because it is the seed is formed without fertilization. So you will understand in a better way in 10th class. Okay, just for your understanding sake, I shared the video, right? Next, in vitro fertilization. In vitro means test tube. What is this? Test tube fertilization. So what do you mean by fertilization? The fusion of male and female gametes is called fertilization. Now what is the site of fertilization? If you remember that, site of fertilization is oviduct. What is this? Oviduct or fallopian tube. So in this particular place only the fertilization takes place. So what happens for few people, there is some blockages in the fallopian tubes. So due to that the fertilization will not occur. So such people, if they want to give birth to young ones, what they will do? Their eggs will be taken out and in the test tube both egg and sperm will be fused in the test tube and the zygote will be again implanted in the uterus. I think once you go through the previous lesson, you will understand in a better way. Okay, just don't leave like that. This is very important even for 10th class. So the zygote will be directly implanted in the uterus. So this is called in vitro fertilization or test tube baby. So first test tube baby was born in 1978. His name is Louis Brown. So you can collect some information about this in vitro fertilization or test tube babies. Such babies will be called as test tube babies, right? Next, how formation of twins. So we know that one zygote will form into a baby. So there is no big doubt in that, either boy or girl. But sometimes the mother may give birth to twins. So how this may happen? We have seen that here. These are, what is this, children? Can you identify what I am drawing? Yeah, this is egg. Egg will be released. Every month one egg will release. But what happens for few females, 2 eggs will be released in one particular month. So both eggs will get fertilized and 2 babies will form. Okay, so in that way twins will form. Or else one more technique is there. One more process is there, or one more phenomenon may take place in the female. That is, first zygote will form as usual. So after formation of zygote, it reaches to the uterus. After reaching the uterus, it will grows into embryo. All these points we discussed clearly, children. That's why I am not explaining again and again. So the video will extend to hours. So that's why I am cutting short. So embryo. So what is embryo? Embryo is a cluster of cells like this. This ball, like a same like a ball of cells. So such a stage it will go. When it goes, no, the first zygote first undergoes first division. It breaks into 2 pieces. So the 2 pieces will grow into 2 individuals. These are called identical twins. Both are girls or both are boys. So these are called fraternal twins. Fraternal twins means non-identical twins. One is boy, maybe another is girl. So like that. But here the zygote, after fertilization, the zygote divides into 2 pieces and each piece will grow individually, independently. So these are the sex will be same. Such twins are called identical twins. So twins may be 2 types, identical twins or fraternal twins. Right, children? I think I am clear. And one more topic in this parthenogenesis, haploid and diploid word you are coming across. So if you are not understanding, there is no much worry. Once the next lesson, when we are dealing now, I will deal that haploid and diploid in a better way. Okay? So, all the best. Bye.
Oh my god, what a diversity exists on earth. Population exploded, and thank god there are few processes by which organisms do not reproduce. They are only reserved with some insects, some organisms we can say, like turkeys, some lizards, snakes, and in honeybee. So friends, welcome to Saro.com, and today we are going to discuss about a very special topic, and now you are going to guess about it. So please, first of all, tell me, what is that process in asexual reproduction in which organism produce its individual from its gametes but without fertilization? Guess. No. Yes, you are right. The process is called as parthenogenesis. Friends, parthenogenesis is a word which derives from the Greek words and which means parthen plus genesis. Parthen means virgin and genesis means create or to reproduce or to produce. So, parthenogenesis is a process in which organism produces a new organism without fertilization its gametes. So, in the case of honeybees, we can see that there is a huge population on the beehive, and we can see a polymorphism. What is polymorphism, friends? Polymorphism is a process in which different organisms are produced with different physique. Okay, and this is totally different from the sexual dimorphism. Like in the case of honeybees, we can see that there are different types of female present on the beehive. There are queen, there are workers. So female exists in two forms. It is worker as well as a queen. If a larva is feeding on bread, honey bread, then it becomes a worker. But if a special kind of substance is given to the larva, that is royal jelly, it becomes a queen. So, due to their feeding mechanism, female develops into different forms, physique forms. So, this is called polymorphism. In a population, in the same population, there exist different types of individuals, and this is called polymorphism. This can be seen in the case of honeybees. Okay? Now, move toward our topic, that is parthenogenesis. We have discussed about parthenogenesis, that it is a process in which an organism reproduces, or we can say that creates or produces its individual without fertilization, and this individual is produces directly from its gamete. Like in case of honeybees, she is responsible, means queen is responsible only for fertilization or producing eggs. All the female workers are sterile. Why? Don't they need to be get sex, or don't they need to be get reproduce, or do they don't have any right to contribute their gene into the gene pool? No, because due to the presence of queen in the hive, they all get sterile, because the honeybee queen produces a substance which sterile all the female workers in the hive. Only one female, which is queen, is functionally, sexually able to produce individuals. Okay, due to this queen substance, all the female workers are sterile. So they don't have any right to produce their offsprings. Okay, when their queen become old, then they decided to produce a new queen and a larva start getting royal jelly, and that turn into queen, or we can say a new queen of the hive. So what is this parthenogenesis becomes? How does parthenogenesis take place? Okay, there is the presence of workers, queen and drone. Drone are the male member of the hive. So when queen attained sexual maturity, so it decided to have a nuptial flight. What is nuptial flight? Nuptial